Manil, going to go over your car, tell you what we did, what we need to do. Right now the generator is floppy loose down here. The bushings, rubber mounts are probably shot. Also, I will adjust your fan belt tension. It's way too loose. In terms of what we did on the carburetors, we replaced these idle screws. The ones that were in there previously were incorrect. They weren't anything that we installed, so I don't know where they came from. We also found that this little adjusting screw right down here, you can barely see it in the video, goes right down there. See if we got my finger. There we go, right down there. That little adjusting screw was not adjusted properly, so you didn't have any high idle on cold start when you pull the choke out, which makes starting a lot easier. Something else that we found, the turbos here were not tight, so we tightened those down. Obviously, we've got the new fuel line in place. Let's see, let's go over to the other side here. We rerouted your temperature cable, temperature probe cable. It was down here where it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to go on these little clamps right here. And now then, the big issue, of course, we've got the new fuel pump in place, and it has the priming lever. Now this is what Mercedes did to all their carbureted gasoline cars, and this priming lever is designed so that you do not have to use the starter to try to get fuel up to the carburetors after the car has sat for a while. Now if you drive the car regularly, you probably don't need to use this, but after it's been sitting for, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, something like that, what you're going to do is pop the hood, come in here, and just work the throttle, work this lever. Now right now it's not doing anything because we got full pressure to the carburetors, but what you'll do is come in and operate this thing, and you'll hear it squishing. It'll squeak at you, and if it doesn't, then you have to bump the engine over to where you get this thing in the position for pumping, because it works off of a cam internally to the engine, and it could be either on the cam or off the cam. If it's on the cam, that means it's not going to pump, and you have to crank the engine just a split second and get to where that will start making squishing noises. Now then, the other issue that we had was your fuel filter is, and also this is the fuel filter / selector valve so right inside here we got a paper fuel filter that was old and grungy, and also there's a gasket at the bottom that was leaking. So you had two issues going on at one time. Now then, this is your selector for reserve or main fuel supply. This is that was on reserve. Let's see if I can get this on camera here. It's hard to. Okay, so this lever right here moves, and this is in the normal fuel supply mode, and when you pull back on it, that's your reserve supply. So that's if you run out of gas, you pull that quickly and you keep going. And how this works is there are two pickup tubes in the bottom of your gas tank, and ordinarily the car runs off of this upper pickup tube, and then when you run out of gas at this level, you open up the you pull the lever on the rod on the fuel filter assembly, and it starts picking up fuel off of the bottom tube. And I'll show you where that is right here. It is this knob right here. Okay, out is reserve fuel, in is normal fuel supply. Also, while we're here, when we were driving it last night, when I turned the headlights on, the dash lights were not on, so I went ahead and pulled your dash light switch out, so you now have dash lights. We also adjusted the timing. The timing was off, is too far advanced, which would affect the performance. Let's see, what else do we do here? I'm trying to think. All right, let's give it cold start test while we're here, and also demonstrate the choke mechanism, the high idle on the choke. So let's switch on, pull the choke out. There we go, starts right up. Now watch the idle as I mess with the, as I push the choke lever in and out. See the idle decrease, now it increase. That's your cold starting high idle to help you when it's cold out. Obviously it's not cold out. So we demonstrate it again. Increase the idle, decrease the idle. Now it's letting it get warmed up. So, I guess while we're here, might as well take a test drive. Shoot, let's go driving.